Fighting raging on again today in Syria, this despite Vladimir Putin's call for a daily humanitarian truce and, of course, the UN's demand for a ceasefire.
Syrian government warplanes hammering eastern Ghouta today, according to activists on the ground. This, the same region near Damascus that's been targeted for about a week and a half now. As for Russia's president's call for a safe route allowing civilians to get out of the conflict zone, it looks like that's been ignored. The United Nations saying today the ongoing fighting makes it impossible to bring in aid or rescue the wounded.
It's a question of life and death. If there ever was any question of life or death. This is it. We need 30 days cessation of hostilities throughout Syria as the Security Council resolution demands.
And now the world's chemical weapons watchdog is investigating recent suspected chlorine gas attacks in eastern Ghouta. If the use of chemical weapons is confirmed, reps from France, the U.S. and the U.K., including British Foreign Secretary Boris Johnson, say they'd support military action against Syrian President Bashar al-Assad's regime.
Can we allow the use of chemical weapons, the use of these illegal weapons, to go unreproved, unchecked?
And the New York Times reporting today that North Korea has been shipping supplies to the Syrian government that could be used in the production of chemical weapons. This based on an unreleased 200-page United Nations report reviewed by the paper. The article says the report highlights the potential danger posed by any such trade between Syria and North Korea, which could allow Syria to maintain its chemical weapons while also providing North Korea with cash for its nuclear and missile programs.
We're getting a reaction today from the U.S. State Department on Russia's request for that humanitarian corridor. Now, that request came after the UN's order for a ceasefire, which Russia also agreed to. So let me leave you with this, which points to the tensions between the U.S. and Russia when it comes to Syria.
The world has come together. The world has said that this has to stop. I find it ironic when Russia calls for a humanitarian road, a humanitarian zone. You know what the humanitarian zone is? It's the entirety of Syria, not just one little area that Russia cutely tries to carve out. It should be the entire country, because that is what Russia and those 15 other countries agreed to in the UN Security Council resolution.